Hello, this is Sean Speaks. I saw something yesterday that I want to talk about a little bit more in detail. Many of you may know me. I'm the brain health coach. I'm about us building mental wealth by increasing our brain health. My slogan is brain health is mental wealth. And I would love to create a mentally wealthy society, the Mental Wealth Society. I believe we all should be card-carrying members. Yesterday, I was watching Watch What Happens Live after the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And my girl Sheree Whitfield was on there. And at the end of the show, Andy Cohen asked her to give 5 qualities that she's looking for in a man, especially now that she's finally over that Tyrone guy. And I love Sheree. That's my girl. I cannot wait till She by Sheree come out. I want me a pair of those joggers. Hopefully it makes my butt look as good, or half as good as her butt look. But anyway, all right. But she gave 5 qualities that she's looking for. And I just want to discuss them just for a few minutes. Number 5, she says, is that she wants a man that's consistent. Now, that sounds good, but what does that mean? I want a man that's consistent. You can have a man that's consistently a cheater. A man that consistently either emotionally or physically abuse his mate. You can have a man that will consistently disregard you. So when she said consistent, I was like, these are your qualities, Sheree. These qualities need to be specific to you, right? There needs to be some look back at your life that has made you realize that consistency maybe has been something you didn't get in relationships. And specifically, you're looking for consistency in certain areas, right? Consistently, somebody that consistently shows up in your corner, consistently supportive of all that you do, of who you are as a person. So I think, just saying consistent, that's a little too generic. I think we definitely got to start to understand that our words are so powerful, so that when we speak, especially when we're speaking about the things that we want, we need to be a little bit more specific. But I don't really have a problem with that. Consistent, I think we would all say we want somebody that's consistent in our lives. Number 4, she said she wanted somebody with financial stability. Now, I think she was really saying she wants somebody that's rich, but she used the phrase financially stable. And my question to that is, what does that really mean? Because you can meet a man who's financially stable, and he's only financially stable to take care of himself. But now you're in the picture, right? So you could maybe mess up his stability if you come into the picture. So I think when you say financially stable, I think we need to be a little bit more specific. What do we mean by we want someone financially stable? I think maybe we want somebody that's financially aware of what money is, how to create wealth from money, how to make the money grow. And in that way, when you come into the picture and y'all join forces, right, you're not going to be messing up his stability, because he knows how to make his money grow, and he has a good awareness about finances and how to make his resources make more resources, right? As I say, have the money make some dividends and have some interest and all that type of stuff. So I think financially stable, I wouldn't use that phrase. I think it's too generic, but I get that point. But I don't even have that's not my biggest problem with that. The next one, she said, her number 3 was loyal. And I get it. She said, I'm a loyal person, right? And I get it. I'm a loyal person too. But I think, it's like you can meet a person who's very loyal. I know men and women who are very loyal to multiple people, right? Very loyal, right? And so when you say you want somebody loyal, I think you need to be a little bit more specific. Loyal to you, loyal to the relationship with you. If you're looking for a monogamous relationship, you need to actually state you're looking for a monogamous relationship, because there's all kinds of relationships out there now. So you need to actually specifically say, I'm looking for a monogamous relationship, someone who wants to be with me, someone who wants to share space with me. Number 2, she said that she wants somebody that's family oriented. Now, I get what she means by family oriented, because that was probably on my list too long ago. If you tell somebody you want somebody family oriented, what are you telling them? Are you saying that you want them to have come from a strong family unit where they know how to deal with family dynamics? and that you want them to get to know your family. Is it your core family? Is it your expanded family? You know, do you want them to build a relationship? Because you can have some people who will know you have a strong family unit, and they'll almost make it their goal to come into your life and disrupt the dynamic of your family because they're not used to it. They're so uncomfortable with family being in each other's business or not being in each other's business, but knowing what's important, that they can't handle that dynamic. They can't handle that dynamic of family wanting to spend time with each other and be around each other. So I think you need to be a little bit more specific when you say, I just want somebody that's family oriented. But the first one she said, her first most important quality that she said her man should have is that she said her man should be God-fearing. Now, this is so funny because a couple of years ago, I used to ask several of my friends and family members, like, what are the top 3 qualities of a man that you're looking for? And most of my friends, if not all of my friends, were all Christian, Southern, and they all said their top one, they all said they wanted a man to love God more than anything. And I always just thought, but why though, right? Why would you want that? I mean, I get it, especially if you're raised Christian, you go to church every Sunday and you hear all of these things, but you want somebody that loves God more than anything? I think that's a short-sighted number one, right? I get why we say it, but I just think it's short-sighted. Now, that's not what Sheree said. Sheree said she wanted someone that was God-fearing, right? And so I guess my question is, if you truly believe in a God that created you and loved you, why would you want your man, your mate, to fear that God, right? And a lot of times when we say God-fearing or we use the word God, we usually express that in a male form. We say he, we say father. And so to me, when you say God-fearing, you're saying you want a man to fear himself, right? Especially in the Black community, right? Do you want a man to fear getting to know himself, growing past maybe who he was yesterday into who he is today? And so I don't know. I'm just saying, I think God-fearing may not necessarily be what you want your number one to be, because what's missing of the list, even if God-fearing is on there, let's say it's number 5, what's missing from her 5 top qualities of a man? Am I the only one that caught that? What's missing? She got number 5, consistent, number 4, financially stable, number 3, loyal, number 2, family oriented, and number 1, God-fearing, which I think she's probably meaning God-fearing, God-loving. But the one thing she's missing is, don't you want a man, the quality of a man to be that he loves you? That he wants to be with you, that he wants to share space and time with you. He wants to grow with you and relate to you and get to know you and know your quirks, know your changes, do life with you, be with you. I think that's the number one. If that's not your number one, I don't know if the rest of them really matters. You could have a man that's consistent, but he may not want to be with you. You can have a man that's financially stable, but he may not want to share space with you or share life with you. You can have a man that's loyal, but he may not want to be loyal to you in a monogamous, loving relationship with just you. And you can have a man that's family oriented, but he may not want to be family oriented with you. So, and you can have a man that's God-fearing, but I always have to ask the question, who determines what that means? God-fearing. What's the standard for God-fearing? Because I know a lot of women and men and people call my office all the time that are with or married to some God-fearing men that beat their ass, that abuse them, that cheat on them, that gives them no respect, don't pay no bills, but yet they speak that they're God-fearing or they're God-loving. And so I think we just need to, we're going to make these lists. I'm not saying that you have to make a list or don't make a list, but if you're going to make a list about the qualities of a man or a person that you want to be with, you need to make that list very personal, very specific to you. So this is Sean Speaks, and one of my North Star goals really is to build a mentally wealthy society, starting with myself. And so I hope you enjoyed my sort of commentary on Watch What Happens Live. I just had to present some responses to Sheree Whitfield. Sheree, I cannot wait for She by Sheree come out because I'm going to get me some joggers, girl. Love you.